Hey, yo, shalom. Shabbat shalom. It's your boy Joe, J to the O, a.k.a. Regal, b.k.a. Yahosef, the closest one to the sun. Trying to be the closest thing to the hardest working human being, and if I ain't, just let me think what I think. Yeah, me. When no one else cared, Top Gang cared. Shout out to the Top Gang. All esteem goes to the Elohim, King of Kings, Yahweh, the Master of all spirits. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today, or at least in this video. The master of all spirits. You know what? We'll say that one for later. Let's do this one. Joe is the bud. Joe is the bud. So, I can show you the scripture that says, in that day, is Isaiah 4:2. In that day, the bud of Yah, or the branch of Yah, will be glorified, be beautified and glorified. The branch could be translated as the bud. Joe is the bud. Joe is a seed that Yahweh planted on the earth. And that seed was planted in some dirt. Then that seed came forth and budded up out the earth. And from there, we're going to continue to grow and flourish as a kingdom. Let me ask you this. Trees don't really die, do they? Unless like a lightning strike hit them, or a straight line wind knock them down, or a tornado rip them up from their roots. Other than that, trees last generations, right? Well, if Joe is the bud, and the bud is a plant, and the plant's gonna grow to a tree, a righteous tree, then it's like the never ending story. We're gonna flourish forever. Forever, ever. Because we got the sun, and we are gonna be well watered. We got the sun, the moon, the lights, we got all the stars, we got all that. Yah gave Yah Asharal, Israel, all that. He gonna water us. The desert is gonna become like a lush forest for us. And our tents, meaning our houses, are gonna be beautiful. You know, I should have prepared some verses for this. I might make this part one. But in the Torah, Balaam got to see green luxuriant. Because the king, whatever I forgot which tribe he was. I think he's a Canaanite or something like that. He was trying to curse Israel. And yeah, Yahweh. But he also had to respect Yahweh. All these tribes got to respect Yahweh. If you look at Deuteronomy 2, Yahweh put a lot of these tribes in their land. He's not just gonna put Israel in Israel land. Yahweh been putting a lot of people in their land. That's why people respect Israel and Yahweh. They just look at us like, damn, y'all niggas don't know y'all Israel? But now we know we Israel. Yahshua. We're going into our land. This is so beautiful. But we got the sun. We got the moon. We got the stars. Now all we need is the land. And once we go into the land, it's forever. It's forever, ever. And that's why Joe is flourishing. Because not only will Joe flourish, Joe is just the bud. He's just a spark. Joe is just the beginning, but Joe is also in the ending too. Joe there. But Joe is helping everything else grow. That's how we blossom. We help each other grow. This is operated by love. Yes, others may do things to you that you don't necessarily like. You know, just protect yourself. That's it. You ain't got to receive nothing. Somebody say something you don't like, you ain't got to receive it. Hold on, let me, yeah, there we go. Just say I don't receive it. Somebody do something you don't like and they don't come around to apologize or whatever, just forgive them and move on. You ain't got to deal with them no more. When they pull up, like, yo, what about this? You know? We have the right to defend ourselves. If we got to kill somebody, we can kill somebody. Just don't be a murderer. To murder is in cold blood. To kill is to defend yourself, because you can't depend on a police department. They're not there to save you. They're there to write the report. But actually, police are just policy enforcers. That's all they are. They just enforce the policy. The policy could be, don't put blueberry muffins on your window on Wednesday. And if you put blueberry muffins on your window on Wednesday, they're going to come and they're going to fuck you up. Because that's the policy. Excuse my language. It's not necessarily righteous. Being luxuriant is righteous. It's righteous. And what is righteousness? Deuteronomy 6:25. Your righteousness is when you keep the law of Yah. So that's what green luxuriant gonna do. And that's why Yah's giving it to us. And I'm not gonna let anybody mess it up. So don't even think about that. But I'm gonna end this video here. Joe is the bud. The bud's gonna spring forth. It's gonna become the never-ending story. Ain't gonna be a part 2. Because the story never ends. The first story never ends. I might talk about, this is a good reminder. I might talk about how green luxuriant is every landowner is a king unto himself. Is many kingdoms inside the kingdom. And then as a landowner or a king of your house, you can give all your wives a kingdom unto thyself. See what I'm saying? You might have enough land where you give every wife a bedroom, and whatever she desires, that's her kingdom with her children and her servants, right? And then she can give every child their own kingdom. Like, what's your imagination? And within her room, she done made little kingdoms for all your children with their servants. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom.